Athletes are very in tune with their body. They have to operate at very high levels and understand anything that will give them even a marginal competitive edge. My name is Nimai Delgado. I am an IFBB professional bodybuilder. I am also a former mechanical engineer, and now I am a full-time health and fitness coach. So they say breakups make bodybuilders, so I went through a breakup in college and really motivated me to do something constructive with my time. I started going to the gym a little bit more, made friends with some personal trainers, and saw a lot of results within that first year of really managing and having a proper structure to my workout routine. As an engineer, I was going to do the same job every single day for 10 hours a day. I was sitting in an office. I felt like a rat in a cage, and I needed to express myself and just let some of this energy out, so the gym became my therapy. I've been a vegetarian my entire life, so as a vegetarian, I was highly relying on these dairy sources of protein: cheese, milk, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, things like that. But after I saw the inner workings of a dairy plant, it was very similar to these plants that I had been exposed to as an engineer. There was a lot of machinery, a lot of tubes, a lot of gauges, and these systems were actually connected to an animal. I realized that there was some other engineer that was doing the exact same job that I was doing, but was basically processing cows. That really struck a nerve with me because I knew that they just look at production value and what they can do to squeeze as much production out of these animals as possible. I was kind of faced with the decision to adapt and evolve my nutritional strategy so I can continue building muscle at the same time and increasing my body composition. One of the things that I noticed once I cut out dairy and cheese from my diet was that my recovery time was almost cut in half, meaning that I could train more frequently. And I didn't necessarily know why, but it turns out it's because dairy is so inflammatory that my body was fighting it. If you can just eliminate those pro-inflammatory foods, you will allow your body to recover much, much quicker. Whey protein is basically the powderized whey derivative of milk. It's highly touted for bodybuilders, but in reality, it causes a lot of damage at the same time. So why are all these guys taking these supplements? It's purely marketing. We're convinced that we have to focus so much on protein, and then people start to get this idea that you can't get enough protein from plants because you're not getting astronomical levels. The reality is that we don't need as much protein as what is marketed to us. So you can get more than enough from just a purely plant-based diet. My second year as a professional bodybuilder, I got invited to the Arnold Classic. They only invite the top 30 professional athletes per category to compete at the Arnold Classic. And I was just blown away because I knew that I wasn't just stepping on stage representing myself. I was stepping on stage and making a statement. The vegan stood on stage with the top 30 guys in the world and did it his own way. I think that that's something that everybody can stand behind. I truly think that this vegan lifestyle is a secret weapon of mine in the bodybuilding world. You think of anybody in your family that's had cancer or suffered a heart attack or stroke or developed Alzheimer's. All of these diseases are related to the foods that we eat. So if you eliminate the foods that cause those diseases, then maybe those family members would be here for a little bit longer. I just want to share that message for that person that might need to hear it. And even if you're that person, you deserve to spend more time, more happy years with your family or your children or your grandchildren. So, sorry, just made me think of my grandpa. I think of that whenever I get up, and it really drives me and it really motivates me to continue to spread this message.